Hello, honeybees. Happy FriYaY. This is a reading for August 29th. These readings are for inspiration, affirmation, and intentional living. First card will be honeybee or honeydew. Second card will be the how. And third card is going to be an oracle message from Keepers of the Light. And then I'll probably pull an angel number as well. I also will be posting on FriYaY. I'll do the reading on Friday and post it on Friday, a love reading, okay? Friday's ruled by Venus, so kick off that weekend. Doing this reading on Wednesday at almost 6 o'clock. Okay. Well, I like to look at this card as surrender. It's, oh boy, this week actually in my day job, I have had a lot of clients in a position of surrender, like no longer fighting against what is, no longer trying to get someone to understand them, no longer, fighting to be heard, valued, seen, no longer investing time and energy into a situation or a person that is not willing to invest back. And that kind of surrender comes after a long, long journey of trying to be seen, heard, understood, of trying to create a connection, of trying to find a way to make something work that isn't working. And that, while one person is breaking one person's heart, or a situation is breaking the other person's heart, at some point we have to admit, like, I think I'm breaking my own heart. I keep going back to the empty well, wishing and hoping that I'm going to get a little a drop, just anything. Just tell me. I'll get something from the well this time. And you don't. And that can be in relationships of all sorts. Be with, familial relationships, with your parents, with your partner, with your friends, with your employer, with yourself, with, struggling to, maybe you're going in a certain direction, and you just can't make traction, but you keep going, but this is what I want, but this is what I want, but this is what I want. And then life shows up, and we fight against life and get worn out. But this card is where there's this really quiet, like, peace. I'm just not going to do that anymore. I get it. And it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. But if I keep going to the empty well, I'm going to die of thirst. And so I'm going to go in a different direction. I'm going to leave this here. Bottom of the deck, the Lovers, P.S. If you're just listening and not watching, that was the honeybee, honeydew, the card of what I'm seeing right now and have seen play out all week. I'm calling surrender today. Okay. The Lovers. That's where we're making a choice. We're choosing ourselves. Three of Cups. 10 of Cups. Wow. 10 of Pentacles. The Fool. Ace of Pentacles. All at the bottom of the deck. So when you look at this card and you see this poor soul stabbed in the back 10 times. 10. It's a 1 and it's a 0. I am surrendering. Done. No more. I get it. The clouds start to lift and the sun starts to rise, and now we have a 1. Or a 0, then a 1. You just saw it. You're making a choice, choosing you, healing, integrating masculine and feminine, choosing yourself, your truth. And then you start celebrating with, God, the 3 of Cups for me. The 3s can always be, for me, mind, body, spirit. But it can be your tribe, your true tribe, your community. It can be, friends. And then what was it? The 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles. Now we're moving in the right direction towards something that you can actually get joy and happiness, legacy, stability, a new beginning, a new opportunity. Yeah. Oh my God. And then after the Ace of Pentacles, what is going on? I need to go out. I'm just going to go through the whole series. Okay. So we're surrendered. Done. I accept serenity prayer. Look up the serenity prayer. Put it on your mirror. Lovers. 3 of Cups. 10 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. The Fool. Ace of Pentacles. King of Cups. This is a stable, emotionally available person. Someone you can count on, who is nurturing and available, will listen, will hold space, won't get all disrupted when you want to connect, when you want to cry, when you want to express something. When the shitstorms of life show up, they're there. Ace of Cups. What is he holding? Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. Oh, speaking of joy and stability, 4 of Wands. $11. the world. Completion. We have entered a whole new cycle. What are we ready to birth? But we have to walk away from that which is no longer in alignment with serving us. I'm hearing the word befitting. I don't use the word befitting, but befitting. Just realized I didn't turn on my light overhead. And to do that, you have to know your worth and your worthiness. Who was talking about that today? Yeah, you have to understand it, not intellectually, but you have to feel it. And at some point, when you've gone through this, going back to the empty well over and over and over again, and you start understanding it's not you, or you've been trying, the other person hasn't, the other situation doesn't, whatever. You start to recognize the dynamics of, we'll just say, narcissistic relationships. That can be whole family systems. And you're doing your own work and you're trying and you're still trying. Embodying that understanding at a different level than intellectualizing it and just kind of, well, yeah, I know I'm worthy. I'm all that in a bag of chips. Well, and subconsciously, you might not really believe it, but once you get it, you start seeing clearly, the clouds lift, and you choose you, and you realize, like, I really am a good person, and I'm there for my people, and I'm exhausted and depleted because no one gives back to me, or this situation doesn't give back to me. There's no reciprocity. Like, okay, I give. That was long. All right. The how. 10 of Pentacles. Think about the legacy. This could be cats in the cradle thing. You're looking at, family dynamics. What has been passed on? What do you want to pass on? Do you want the generation that comes after you, whether you have your own children or you just are imparting, or your children is your business, or your impact in the way you show up in the world. What do you want your legacy to be? What was passed on to you that was never yours to take or to carry or to be burdened with? What were the good things that you could be grateful for while leaving behind the things? Oh my God, 10 and 10. We've got massive, massive endings and massive, massive clean slates and new beginnings coming up. The Hierophant at the bottom of the deck. What is I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you something in just about a second. All right, justice, beliefs, traditions, with the Hierophant, justice, karma, fairness, legalities. The Hermit, for me, this is Virgo, and we do have the South Node in Virgo. I am feeling like this is very karmically healing, and for me, I can't figure out which, okay. The Hermit is related to Virgo. But for me as a reader, I align this more with your Chiron. So find out where your Chiron is. What is your wound that you, and this can be like